how did we meet? People want to know the story. Come on, Sid. Speed. We both said at the time it wasn't a date.
Ice latte with almond milk.
Look at that dog. Who made the first move?
Oh no, it's fine. You can have them for free.
Sid ate my contact lens.
Well, that was stressful.
You show me how to live love. So tell me what you're thinking of.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you've probably been noticing a new face in my videos recently. So today I thought me and Sid would have a little drive around in our car. I haven't actually said that on social media yet, but we have.
It's embarrassing, there's our
car
car and you can't drive.
I don't have a driving license. This is one of the questions that people are asking actually, like, can I drive? The answer is no. I don't own a driving license, but I do own half a car now. We'll get into why I own half a car later on in this video. But yeah, we're just gonna answer some questions about us, about our relationship, because
Ew, I have a girlfriend.
Because people have been asking, obviously, since I've been a bit more open about Sid on Instagram and YouTube.
C+C, it is a convertible, which means the roof does come down.
Okay, so to get started, I've got some quick fire questions here that I'm gonna ask Sid, just so you can get to know him a bit more before we get into the more relationship-y questions. How old are you?
20.
Where are you from?
Sorry.
Where do you study?
Leeds University.
What do you study?
Business management.
Why are you hesitating over
I don't know, I forgot myself.
What year are you in?
First year.
So did you do a gap year?
I did do a gap year, Lydia.
Where did you go on your gap year?
I went to Southeast Asia and Australia.
Very nice. What's
Thank
your
you.
star sign?
Asparagus.
Asparagus. Is that your sun sign or your moon sign?
Both.
What's your favourite animal?
It's a
Come on, Sid. Speed. Speed.
I don't know. An ant.
An ant.
No, I think when I was younger I used to say like either like a cheetah or a pig.
Oh yeah, it was pig, wasn't
Pig.
it? Because I read that in your Wimpy Kid diary.
Shut up.
What car have you got?
This is a Nissan Micra C+C.
Are you vegan too?
I am vegan. Well, that was stressful.
Hi, Starbucks, how can I help?
Hi, can I have an iced latte with almond milk, please?
An ice latte with almond milk. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Oh wait, Sid, I don't know if you wait here. Oh wait, it's reverse, you wait there.
Never coming to one of these ever again.
We've pulled up because even though this was supposed to be a drive with us, it's too noisy to drive. Like, you really can't hear much at all, and I think it's shaking everywhere. And now we're gonna quiz Sid on our relationship. The main question that was being asked is, how did we meet? People want to know the story because obviously you just sort of popped up from nowhere on my social media.
Basically, I arrived in Leeds and it became quite obvious quickly that we basically needed textbooks for the year. So I messaged my friend from home if he knew anyone who had textbooks, and he knew of Lydia. Messaged her and she was like, yeah, I've got some textbooks. I
feel like we need more context though, because I don't know if you gathered from the quick fire questions at the start, but Sid's in first year and I'm in second year, but we are the same school year.
And I'm older.
We're both 20.
Yes, but I'm older.
Just Sid took a gap year, so he started this year and I obviously went into second year this year. So he was asking about the first year textbooks. And
then I was basically put in contact with Lydia on Snapchat, messaged Lyd. She was like, yeah, I've got this book, and this book. She had half the books that you don't even need, but she was going to give them to me anyway.
I just took it as an opportunity to get rid of like all of my books, and I was like, Sid's not going to know what he needs and what he doesn't need, so I'm just going to give him everything.
You had like ridiculous, you had books that you hadn't even touched and I haven't even touched. Anyway, she messaged me and she was like, yeah, sure, you can get them for like, I'll give them to you all for £15, alright. It took a while for me to turn up, didn't it?
Yeah, it took us weeks to actually arrange this textbook exchange.
Well, eventually I did. I came back from the gym once and pulled up on my bicycle to Lydia's house.
Look at that dog.
It's literally...
Oh, it's like a cloud.
Don't take a photo of it.
I'm gonna video it so people can see. This was right at the start of October.
Yeah, this was the day after my birthday, I think.
Yeah,
October.
it was.
Anyway, I pulled up and Lids gave me, I think we were speaking for a few minutes.
I'd say it was about 45 minutes.
It was not, it was like 15.
It
was like 15.
We were talking outside for so long because I was sat inside with Maeve. I was like, oh, I'm just popping out to give these textbooks. And then we were standing outside for so long that Maeve came and checked if I'd been kidnapped.
Maeve opened her window to her room, which looks out straight onto the front of the house, and Maeve just stood staring at me for a good like 2 minutes, just looking at me, and I could see her behind Lydia, but obviously I didn't want to just look at her straight in the face, and she was just staring at me for ages. And then apparently they ran upstairs and there was about 4 of them looking down from the window
Maeve
above.
saw Sid outside, then ran upstairs to tell Freya and Abby, I think, and then they were all looking out of Freya's window, which is a floor up.
Yeah.
They were all just like watching us.
At the end of it, I've got these 4 text bits. I'm like, oh yeah, so if you give me your bank details, I'll pay you for it. This girl goes, after a conversation, she goes, oh no, it's fine, you can have them for free. I'm like, right, okay, thanks.
I didn't really know who Sid was, but then he turns up and I'm like, ah, he's fit. So I gave him the textbooks for free because I'm a wet wipe. Like, I really hate that detail of the story.
It was bad on your part there, wasn't it?
It's really not very feminist of me.
At the end of the day, basically, then I cycled off down the road and just fell off my bike at the bottom of the road anyway, so...
I would have loved to have seen that. So the second question sort of follows on from that, and it is, who made the first move?
Well, basically, in our conversation, in our like supposed 45-minute, 15-minute conversation, you were saying in it about how, oh yeah, if you need any help or anything like that for first year, let me know. Like, I've got revision notes that I can help you with.
Yeah.
Classic study tuber lines. And you were like, oh yeah, give you help and stuff like that. I obviously took that, the fact that she gave me the textbooks for free, the fact that we stood there for longer than like 2 minutes, and the fact that she offered to help me, I was like, okay, maybe. So I think I then messaged you a few days afterwards and was like, oh yeah, I'm like, I find economics or something really difficult at the minute, could you help? This girl doesn't even pick up on anything, just goes, oh yeah, I've got all my revision notes if you'd like them. I can give you the revision notes.
Thought, right, okay, this is the study tuber in me. So he was trying to make a move, obviously I didn't realise, and I replied by like offering him my mind maps.
And then after that, I was just like, well, she just clearly doesn't have any interest at all.
Like a week, I don't really know, I've forgotten the timeline, but yeah, like a week later or something, we had this Lubs Zoom social. I was quite drunk. I think I had drank like a whole bottle of wine or something, and I messaged Sid because I was like, yeah, this is a good conversation starter, like this is good. And I messaged Sid saying, why aren't you on the Lub social? Because obviously Sid is a fresher.
Your flirting is terrible, I'm realising more and more now.
And it did work, because then you said, you were like, well, yeah, we should get a drink together sometime.
Yeah, because then I realised obviously that what you were trying to hint at, but you were never going to say it yourself, so I was just like, oh well, I might as well.
Yeah. Sid asked me to go for drinks. Well, we both said at the time it wasn't a date. It took us about 3 weeks to arrange this getting drunk outing, because Sid cancelled on me twice. But yeah, then we did go, and that was another question actually, like, what was your first date? But like, we didn't really call it a date. But what we did is we walked into Leeds in the pouring rain. Firstly, I was late because I was convinced you weren't coming, and we walked into Leeds city centre together. It was absolutely chucking it down, and we were just trying to find somewhere. We tried to go to Belgrave, I think we tried to go to Hedgerow House. Couldn't get in anywhere, so we ended up in Spoons. So we had our first date that wasn't a date in Spoons.
In Wetherspoons.
Just in terms of timeline, this was still in October. The next question is, how long were you talking before you became official?
How truthful do you want to be?
It's a bit complicated basically, because we for many months said that we were just friends, so I don't really know if that counts as talking or not. I guess we were, because to everyone else around us was basically like, yeah, you really like each other. And it was just, we were in denial for many months because neither of us really wanted a relationship. Well, that's what we kept saying anyway. So I guess our talking stage, well, it nearly ended in January because of a certain situation that is probably another story for another day. But instead of it ending, it just kind of made us realise that we did like each other. And then from that point we were exclusive.
Yeah, we were exclusive for a brief period, but I think that was just to sort of allow both of us to sort of understand, because I think, especially for me, it was quite scary about getting a relationship. I really didn't want one. So I think that was quite scary, but then I think it was only like 2 weeks, and then I realised I wanted to be with you anyway. But
you didn't really like ask me, you were just like, is it alright if I call you my girlfriend?
Well, because I thought we were basically there already.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like I didn't think it needed anything official. Like, I sort of felt like we were there pretty much anyway, and I thought it would be silly to
well, yeah, because apparently you kept calling me your girlfriend to other people.
Well, I did, because I didn't know. So you were like,
yeah, I thought I'd double check that you were okay.
I didn't really know how else to say it. Like, I just felt a bit silly saying like exclusive and everything, and I think I just needed that period to sort of like understand that I actually wanted to like be exclusive with you anyway and be with you.
Are you going long distance when Lydia goes to Copenhagen? Like, what's the whole situation? Are you worried about going long distance? Are you doing a year abroad?
It was in my mind at the start when we first got together. I was like, well, it'll be a bit silly if we go long distance, and after only being with each other for what it would have been like 7 months, 8 months or something, it would have been silly to just then end up going long distance.
Yeah.
But I suppose my mind has changed since then. Yeah, we will. Lig goes to Copenhagen in August, mid-August.
So obviously Sid's just staying on in second year. So Sid's still going to be in Leeds.
I don't think it's really anything. It's not really a question, I guess.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Like, it's just normal. I'll still aim to see her like every month and a half, maybe 2 months. So it doesn't really bother me. I think it just gives us more of an opportunity to go and travel and see other places.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like that big of a deal, to be honest. And like, when Sid comes and visits, like, we're gonna make more of a thing out of it, I guess, and see it as more of an opportunity, and we're gonna try and see different places in Europe. Next question is, have you ever got the ick with each other? I thought this question was funny, so I chose it because it's not like the ick where we're gonna break up with each other over it, but just as a joke, we do both have lists of icks of each other. So these are things that Sid has done that have given me the ick, and I can't even read all of these because some of them are actually just too bad. The first one that happened on the 11th of May is playing the Baby Shark Trap remix,
which is brilliant, man.
As like a serious song on a playlist. And once
twice?
Sid,
3 times?
No. It's I've only allowed it to happen once. Basically, one time Sid ate my contact lens.
By the way, you know I never did that.
You never ate it?
I've never eaten one, and I just chucked it somewhere. But the whole time you've believed that I've ate them.
Yeah.
The whole time you believe that I've ate the contact lenses. I never ate a single one. Ask Megan. Megan knows that I haven't eaten any of them.
I fully believed that you'd eaten.
Yeah, of course I was gonna keep it up because you just think it's weird. But I can't believe you think like you were that like gullible that you thought I actually ate one of your contact lenses.
Well, yeah, because that is something you would do.
I wouldn't eat a bloody little plastic thing that's been in your eyeball for 12 hours.
Well, the concept gave me the ick. What have I done that's given you the ick?
I remember when I broke my leg, I was sat, so I'd watch Lydia's videos whilst I was sat at home, basically. And there was one video, I don't know if any of you recall, where she just was talking about how she just had this spring onion in her wrap and she couldn't be bothered to chop it up, so she just stuck it in the wrap hole. It ended up falling out the wrap anyway, so she just started eating it as it was.
No.
You did, you just ate it without the wrap. You just ate a spring onion whole. Who does that, you weirdo?
I really like spring onion.
Oh, I couldn't deal with that. You cut up apples and eat cheese chunks together. That's odd, honestly. That's weird.
It's a nice combination.
You can swallow pills without liquid.
I think that's a talent.
I think that's odd. I think you should have to get liquid. You're basically just producing the liquid yourself in your mouth.
It's efficient.
How much do you salivate to produce the liquid in your mouth?
No, you just sort of have to like work it.
Again, weird. And then also, when Lyd winks, it is generally terrible. You know how I was saying about her flirting? You know how I said her flirting is just abysmal, as it is anyway? Her winking is even worse, so let's hope that nobody ever has to see that.
Final question, ending on a nice note now, is what is your favourite thing about one another? I think my favourite thing about Sid is his confidence. Sid basically just doesn't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. And I really admire that, because I probably care way too much about what other people think. Not in a like cocky, like arrogant way. It is a good thing that you're just not afraid to be yourself.
What do I like most about you?
Why are you struggling?
No, I'm joking. To be honest, like confidence is something again that I would have said sort of like half with you.
Really?
I think more strength for you. The reason why we are together is because you were very strong.
This is part of the story that is for another time, but I gave Sid an ultimatum.
Yeah, you basically said...
And that's why we're together.
Yeah, basically said, yeah, this or not at all. And that sort of strength, like I think was really quite endearing, was really quite attractive as well. So, and also the whole thing, like also about when you started, the fact you have such a good like career and everything, I think that strength from before, I think that's also what's quite attractive, the fact you kept going to get where you are now as well.
Thanks.
You know this already though.
Yeah, I know, but it's nice hearing
you know this already.
So those are all the questions that we're going to be answering today. I hope that you've managed to get to know Sid a little bit better, and we've answered some of your questions about us and our relationship. I actually had a lot of fun filming this video, so thanks for being on the video, Sid. There's a lot more content with us two coming because, oh yeah, we never explained the car situation. Basically, we're going to Scotland for 5 weeks this summer, so we bought a car to road trip around in, and then we're gonna sell it after Scotland. So it's a temporary vehicle, but yeah, that is why we've got a car, and there's gonna be 5 Scotland vlogs. So this is basically becoming a joint channel now, so welcome to the Lyd and Sid channel.
Lyd and Sid doing a vid each week.
If you did enjoy though, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow my social media, which will be
linked down below in the description. Bye guys!
Bye.